Dạ, 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 cái bảo.
In recent days, Hainan Province, China's southernmost tropical island, has been gripped by a new wave of extreme weather. Relentless heavy rainfall, driven by intensified monsoon activity and warm ocean moisture, has triggered devastating flash floods across the region. Towns once calm and scenic have been plunged into chaos and destruction. The crisis began when sudden torrential downpours drenched the island with rainfall far exceeding seasonal norms. Within hours, city streets in places like Haikou, Sanya, Qionghai, and Wenchang were submerged. Local footage shows vehicles swept away by muddy torrents, shops flooded to the ceiling, and residents wading waist-deep through surging currents. In many cases, the water rose so rapidly that people became trapped in homes and vehicles, requiring rescue teams to break through walls and windows to free them. The provincial government swiftly activated a Level 1 emergency response, the highest alert level. Evacuation orders were issued in multiple districts, with shelters established in schools, gymnasiums, and community centers. According to the latest reports, thousands have been displaced. Emergency personnel are working around the clock to ensure safety and distribute vital relief supplies. Helicopters, boats, and amphibious vehicles have been deployed to reach the hardest-hit areas, many of which remain cut off due to damaged roads and landslides. One of the worst-hit cities is Haikou, the provincial capital. As a major urban hub, Haikou experienced widespread disruption. Public transportation was paralyzed, with buses stranded and subway stations inundated. Authorities closed several bridges and highways due to structural damage and risk of collapse. Power outages swept across neighborhoods as substations and lines were overwhelmed by floodwaters. In the tourist hotspot of Sanya, the situation was equally dire. Known for its beaches and luxury resorts, the coastal city found itself under siege by nature. Hotel basements were submerged, roads to the airport were blocked, and several flights, both domestic and international, were canceled or diverted. Many tourists, expecting a relaxing summer getaway, found themselves confined to flooded hotels or makeshift shelters. The economic toll is already significant. Farmlands in the island's interior have been decimated. Hectares of crops washed away or buried under mud and debris. Fishing boats were destroyed at port, and numerous villages lost access to clean water. Local businesses, especially those in agriculture and tourism, the island's two economic pillars, are facing months of recovery. Authorities and meteorologists attribute the extreme weather to a rare combination of warm ocean temperatures and a highly active East Asian monsoon. An unusual concentration of moisture from the South China Sea intensified rainfall across the region. Some meteorological stations recorded levels unseen in decades. In certain towns, over 500 millimeters of rain fell in just 48 hours, a quarter of the annual average. Environmental experts warn that such events may become more frequent and intense due to global climate change. Warmer oceans and shifting air currents are creating ideal conditions for extreme weather in subtropical areas like Hainan. What was once considered rare is now becoming a seasonal hazard. Emergency efforts continue as Hainan braces for more rainfall. The China Meteorological Administration has warned of ongoing instability in weather patterns in the coming days. The risk of additional flooding and landslides remains high, particularly in mountainous and coastal zones. Residents are being urged to stay alert, avoid low-lying areas, and follow official advisories. Amid the devastation, stories of heroism and resilience have emerged. First responders, volunteers, and ordinary citizens have come together to help those in need. Firefighters rescued elderly residents from nursing homes. Medical teams transported patients from flooded clinics to safety. Volunteers provided food, clothing, and emotional support at shelters, demonstrating the spirit of unity in times of disaster. The rain may have stopped, but for thousands in Hainan, the storm is far from over. These aren't just news clips. They're the lived realities of communities torn apart overnight. Every flooded street, every broken bridge, holds the weight of lives disrupted and dreams delayed. When we share stories like this, we don't just witness, we connect. And through that connection, awareness grows. With awareness comes responsibility. If this story moved you, let it ripple further. Leave a comment, share it forward, and join us by subscribing. Because the more voices that carry this, the harder it is to ignore. Thank you for watching. Stay informed, stay human, and stand with those rising from the waters, step by step.
没事。那个小朋友要不要？那个有小朋友。